Hi there, welcome to episode number 21 of Weight Loss in the Daily. I'm Chris Barlics, and thanks so much for joining me again. A lot of people keep asking me, how do you come up with the information that you're going to talk about, like the topic? Do you plan it out? Do you have it outlined? Do you have like a teleprompter right in back of the camera? And I really actually don't. I mean, there's some days I plan things out as far as what I'm going to say and kind of the order in which I'm going to say them. And sometimes it takes more than one take. But I definitely don't have a teleprompter. And today, quite honestly, I know what I want to share, but I'm not quite sure how it's going to come out, so bear with me for a second. When we exercise, there's a lot of reasons we're discouraged, right? It's being, like we talked about in episode number 4, forced to do an exercise program that we don't find enjoyable, right? It's trying to push ourselves, like we talked about in episode 6, to the point of where we're always sore, which is bogus, right? I also think that a lot of people compare themselves to the ideal right when they're getting started, right? I think in the last episode we mentioned in episode 20 how we compare our blooper reel with the highlight reel of other people. And in a similar fashion, I think it's really important to understand that if you want to be successful, the only real person that you're competing with is yourself. And the only goal you have is to be better than you were yesterday. That's it. You know what a surefire formula for procrastination is? To compare yourself to someone who's leaps and bounds ahead of you and realize that you're nowhere near there, and then go to yourself, well, look how far apart, look how far away that person is, and look how high of a mountain I have to climb. When you start thinking that way, you're going to put it off because it's going to be uncomfortable and you're not going to want to do it. Hence, you're going to procrastinate. So instead of torturing yourself that way, focus on where you are. And each day, your only goal is not to look at where you want to be eventually, but your only goal is to say, I need to be better than I was yesterday. So when it comes to exercise, it means if you're walking, walk a few more steps than you did yesterday. If you're running, run a little further than you did yesterday, or run a little faster than you did yesterday. If you're lifting weights, lift a little bit more weight. Do it for another rep or two. Add another set in. Decrease the amount of rest that you have. Right? If it's yoga or flexibility, it's holding a pose for another couple of seconds, or being able to get down a little bit further, or getting that much closer to being able to do a certain pose. Focus on practicing being better than you were yesterday. And if that's your only goal, is to be better than you were yesterday, even if it's by a small amount, slow progress is still progress. And a year from now, you will be leaps and bounds ahead of where you were. It doesn't mean you're going to be at the level of that bodybuilder or that fitness model that you see. Don't worry about all that stuff. As we talked about in a previous episode, most of that isn't true anyway. But instead, focus on just being better than where you were the day before. That's all that really matters. And if you focus on that, you'll be much more motivated to actually get off the couch and do something, because your goal is to compete with you. And if you don't compete with you, the only person that's going to feel disappointed is you. So that's my tip for today. I hope you found it helpful. As usual, you keep focusing on your why. I will be here helping you figure out the how, because you, with a small dose of me, are achieving your weight loss goals one day at a time and getting better than you were yesterday, one day at a time.